Hey guys, I'm Major Boss, and welcome to my thoughts on the next generation consoles. And before I get started, this is my first time playing Days, so I don't know what's going on here. But what I mean by next generation consoles is I am going to be specifically talking about the 360, or I'm sorry, the 720. But I am going to also add in a few other things about what I wish they would do with the next generation consoles, in which they did not do with the 360 and the PS3. So I hope you enjoy during the video. If you do, then please go ahead and click the like button down below and subscribe for more epic videos and me playing games I do not know what the heck to do. Ah! Poop! I just land? Good. Alright, we should be good now. So, I'm gonna talk about a few things, a lot of things. Some are rumors, some are facts, and I want to give you my opinions on which are rumors, which are facts, and which I think will be beneficial to the next generation consoles, and which will hurt them as well. So I'm just gonna started off with the 720 reported specs. So here's what most people say. The processor is going to be an 8-core 1.6 gigahertz, and 1.6 isn't a whole lot, but 8 cores sure is. And so that's great if they do that, but I really want something in the specs. I want something that will last 6 or 7 years, just like the 360 has not done. The 360 has been out for 6 or 7 years. I don't know, but right now the specs on the 360 really aren't matching up to the modern PC specs, and obviously that's gonna happen with 6 or 7 years, and the PC specs, I believe, are gonna just skyrocket in the next 6 or 7 years with the growing technology and everything. But so I really want them to get the best specs they possibly can within the money range they can, so that in 6 or 7 years it's not completely died out. What? I don't know. But for a graphics card, the reported is an AMD 7000 graphics card, and I don't know much about graphics cards, but I'm gonna assume that's pretty good. So another thing about the specs is that with the 720 at least, and the PS4, I think, it's going to have more of a PC-ish layout. And what I mean by that is the internal parts, how they're going to be laid out, and how they're going to be connected to each other. And they sort of did that with the 360, but not really with the PS4. The PS4 went its own way and designed its own little, system going on in there. I don't even know what's going on here, though. Did I exit? Oh, anyway. So, yeah, that's that, but I want to talk about the Blu-ray player in the Xbox. Sorry if you can hear, paper around here, sorry about that. But, the Blu-ray player, a lot of people say, and a lot of people assume that that the technology of Blu-ray came from Sony, which, it's not true. Sony does make Blu-ray players, and, when you think of Blu-ray, you think of Sony. But they did not invent the technology of Blu-ray. So I do think the 720 is going to have a Blu-ray player, but I also think, on the other hand, that in a few years there won't be DVDs, there won't be CDs, and there won't be Blu-ray discs, unfortunately. Bye-bye Redbox, bye-bye mailing Netflix, but I believe it's going to be all digital, and there will be really no use for the Blu-ray player, so I don't know if they're thinking in the present or 2 or 3 years from now. I don't know. So that would be nice if it has a Blu-ray player, because I have a few Blu-ray DVDs, and I can sell my Blu-ray player once I get the 360 or the 720. But I'm gonna keep calling it the 360. I don't know. But another thing, another rumor is that one of them is gonna have 4K graphics. And in case you don't know what 4K graphics are, why is it working? Playing, join, filter, join. What the heck? Well, anyway, 4K graphics are basically 1080p times 2, or 4, yeah, 1080p times 4. And 1080p is a really high resolution. It's true HD, and 4K is really, really HD. If they have true HD right now, I don't know what they're going to call 4K. So I don't think they're going to have 4K games, because unfortunately I don't think that is this generation. I think that is probably next generation, unfortunately. But once again, it may change around in the next until the next generation consoles come out. They may adapt to the new changing technology. That's what I would do. I would just come out with new versions of the consoles so that they would sort of fit with the technology that's advancing right now. So I can see 4K graphics maybe on the dashboard, maybe even some TV shows and movies that you can download through Xbox Live. But I don't see 4K graphics in games, and it's kind of upsetting. But that we're gonna have to wait years and years for that to happen. But anyway, 1080p is good enough for me. Of course, I am playing like 360p on this thing that doesn't work right now. Join? I want to be a birdie. Yes, I get to be a birdie again. Anyway, the next thing it sort of goes whether Call of Duty, the next Call of Duty will be on the system or not, will go along with the date that it will be released. And I think they're going to aim for. I know the PS4 is probably going to be out before Christmas. I don't know. But I'm assuming the 720, Microsoft is going to aim for that, for around that date as well, because that'd just be smart, because so many people would get near Christmas, and that would just be a horrible business idea if it wasn't up to them to release it after Christmas. So I do think it's going to be, at least they're going to do everything they can to try to get it out shipping by Christmas. And the cost? Well, people say it's going to be around $400, I think, maybe a little more, and that seems pretty reasonable for the specs and everything, but I don't know, I think it's pretty reasonable. It may be really expensive for some people, it may be cheap for some people who are millionaires. $400, pocket change, I don't know, but that's what I've heard so far. I don't know. Once again, a lot of these are rumors, but that's what I would guess they would release it around. And it all depends again what they put in it, what they put into it and stuff. But I feel like I should talk about something else. I just remembered it, but I forgot. Maybe I'll think of it. What's this? I was like expecting to play around and stuff. Anyway, so another thing that Microsoft actually created an ad for was Illumarum. I think that's how you say it. Is it Illumarum? Why am I a freaking bird again? Please wait for your player to set up. Alright, whatever. So Illumarum, if you haven't seen the ad, I'll put a link in the description. And it's basically expanding your TV screen. And what I mean by that, maybe some sort of projector behind you that sort of projects more of a gaming experience onto your walls. You'll see when you watch the video if you go click on the description, on the link in the description. After you watch my video, of course, I will get mad. But it's really cool. I think it's a great idea, but it might be a little distracting for me. I'm not too good at video games in the first place, so anyway. Another thing that I think is probably the best thing about the next generation consoles, if they actually put this in, which I believe they will, because they're probably thinking the same thing, is they're going to make it easier for developers to develop games for the 720. And what I mean by that is sort of the difference between iPhones and Androids right now. Right now it's a lot easier to get your game in, or your app, or whatever you're creating, and create a game for Android, because it's more open sourced, and it's just easier, and it's easier to code for. But Apple, on the other hand, they're more restrictive, and that's how the 360 was, sort of. It was really, really hard to get your game onto the onto Xbox Live or the marketplace. So I've heard that they're making a new interface or whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to go through it because, first of all, I haven't read too much about it, but and it would take too long. But basically, it's probably going to be a lot easier for people to develop, let's say, indie games just to put on the marketplace and make some money, which I think is a great idea, because before Apple sort of like let people do whatever they want and create apps, the iPhone wasn't much, because people made the iPhone what it is right now by creating their own things. And I don't know why my player is setting up. Stupid. But why you no work? Ugh. feel like there was something else I should say. I don't know. But I would love for you guys to go in the comments and tell me what you think, or some wishes that you have for the 720, or for the PS4 for that matter, in the description. In the comments. And tell me what you think about the video, any feedback, any disagreements. I would love to have an argument. A nice handy-dandy argument, with no profanity. So, thank you again for watching. My name is Mr. Boss. And subscribe in the bottom left corner as long as well as like the video. Goodbye.